Guys, I'm so pumped. All right. So, I'm actually like super excited for this call. Don't tell the team, but this is like one of my most anticipated calls. I absolutely love it because you guys have been through coach training. You have like walked through the 14 days of coaching into like, you're just ready to go. You're just ready to do this. Some of you are posting just phenomenally like all day every day, just showing up on social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat. Like, you guys are just showing up and you're being such a really good example for not only like yourself but for our team. And so I know a lot of the new coaches yesterday on our new coach call were kind of nervous about it, but they saw a lot of you guys posting already, and they saw a lot of like good content coming from you guys. So whether you know what the heck you're doing or not, like, your posts are awesome and they are seeing them. We talked about a couple of you have gone live on your Facebook page. A lot of you are posting on Instagram. You're using Instagram stories. I try to creep you guys as much as I can, but there's so many of us that it's like I'll just like spend all day on my phone. And so I just wanted to say, like, I'm really proud of you guys. Like, I'm so incredibly proud of you. Whenever I open my phone, it's always one of you guys. Like, it's always one of your faces on my social media page, and that's awesome. Like, that's our job as coaches. Not just to post on social media, but to connect and to share our stories, and to show up even if we don't want to, and to be like that role model for people. And so I love your guys' posts. I love seeing us everywhere. I had one of my gals, she was like, oh my God, did you see this girl on Facebook? I was like, yeah, she's on our team. Like, it's so awesome to know that we're everywhere. So it's awesome. I did a, what is it called? Like a PowerPoint, like I said, Google slide. And so I'm actually going to like take over your screen. And if you don't want to, at the top, it'll say like exit. But if something happens and you're like, oh my God, what did she just do? That's totally me. So don't get like freaked out. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can kind of sort of, can you see this? Yeah. Okay. I don't want to go in presentation mode, you guys, because then I like lose your faces, and then I just like talk to myself for like an hour and I'll ramble forever. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to leave this open like this. And if it's not big enough, let me see. Okay. Hopefully that's like big enough for you. Okay. So I wanted to talk kind of not just about Emerald, but I want to answer any of your questions along the way. So as I'm talking, please, please, please just unmute yourself and be like, hey, hold up. What the heck are you talking about? You don't have to screenshot these. I will post them in, actually, I'll just put them in the Empower Dynasty team page since all of us are in there. If you want to, I mean, obviously you can, but I will send those to you as well. And then I will get the recording and I will post that in the team page too, just so you guys have it in case you want to go back and watch it, in case like one of your kids wakes up or your hubby is sick or something or whatever happens. That way you have it, if that makes sense. So, okay. So Emerald, it's a choice. So Emerald coach, turning an Emerald coach, changing into an Emerald coach is just a choice. And so I always say, like, if you are consciously making a decision to move yourself to be an active Emerald coach, like, you're making that decision to get further in your business, to continue to move on. And if you're not, then you're kind of just not you're not moving forward, if that makes sense, in your business, not necessarily fitness wise, because I know coaches who have coached for like 2.5 years and have not hit Emerald because they don't want to. Like, that's just not something that's important to them, because they don't work the business. They're just what's called a discount coach. And so all of you guys went through coach training. And if you said that you just wanted to be a discount coach, you're probably not on this call. You're probably not making it a priority to post on social media. You're probably not making it a priority to be like active in team pages and things like that. You're probably just solely focused on you and your fitness journey. And that's totally okay. Like, being a coach is not for everybody. However, you know, we can all be really good discount coaches, but then we can be rock star, you know, hobby coaches or business builder coaches too. And so once you become a coach and you decide, like, I really want to work this business, whether it's a hobby coach or a business builder, hitting Emerald is like that stepping stone to get you going and to get the coaching wheels going, if that makes sense. So first of all, some of you are probably like, hey girl, what the heck is Emerald? And so Emerald is just basically having, is this big enough for you guys? I'm so blind. That's just making it smaller. That's really weird. Okay, hopefully that's big enough. I should probably wear my glasses. Squirrel. Okay, so being an Emerald coach is having 2 discount coaches. So one person on your left leg and one person on your right leg. And so that means they are also discount coaches. If you sign people up as customers, that's awesome. Like, you know, you're helping people, you're changing lives, you're probably getting Success Club points for it. If you're doing challenge packs or Shakeology or Performance Line, being a customer and signing those people up, you guys, is not awful. Like, I still 2.5 years later sign people up as customers, just depending on what they want to do. But in order to get to Emerald, you have to have one discount coach on one leg and one on the other leg. And so that's what I mean by discount coaches. If you can find 2 rockstar coaches who want to coach with you right now and go through coach training and start building this business with you, like, more freaking power to you. You know, like, that's something that you would want ideally, but most of the time it ends up being a spouse, a parent, or a child on one of your legs, and then like a best friend, a colleague, somebody on your other leg. And so when I started coaching, I signed up for the discount. I was a discount coach for, I think it was like almost a month maybe. My coach just kept talking to me about coaching. I was like, nah, I'm good. No, I'm good. I'd never inspire anyone, like all of these excuses. And then she's like, well, you're already coaching. I was like, I am? She's like, yeah, you might as well get paid for it. Because I was telling her my cousin was interested and all this stuff. And so when I signed up my husband, and back then we didn't have Beachbody On Demand All Access, like back in dinosaur days. So I ordered the 21-Day Fix, and then my husband ordered the 21-Day Fix Extreme Challenge Packs. And back then, one DVD was $160. So when people are getting Beachbody On Demand, like 700 plus programs for an entire year for the same exact price, that's why I'm like mind blown. It's so incredible. And so you can sign your spouse up with an actual challenge pack if you want to. One of our coaches on the call signed up their parent as a discount coach, so like the $40 coach fee, and then bought some product to make sure that she was at 50 PV, so she's active. There's tons of different ways, you guys. It's all really up to you, like what's in your budget, kind of your vision, those sort of things. I knew I wanted to work the business. I didn't know I was going to be a business builder. I was like, oh, I'll just be a hobby coach. And my husband, he ordered the Performance Line and I had Shakeology. And so if you want to use both of those products, you guys, open up another account. Get your Performance Line underneath you, under somebody. If you have a spouse, if you have a parent, if you have a child that's over 18, you know, that's an option for you. When your spouse, or let's just say for an example, I know Haley's on the call, where's she at? If let's say she signs her husband up underneath of her, let's say he gets, tropical strawberry Shakeology, and he gets that underneath of her, she gets commission from that. So she's getting commission from her own order pretty much. She's getting volume from that. If it helps her, you know, rank advance to Emerald, if she has another person on her leg, you know, and she's just building her team. And then obviously she's getting product for like more than half off, which is kind of, you know, insane. So that's why I do order Performance Line every month underneath my husband. And then I order Shakeology underneath myself. And so 50 PV just means 50 personal volume. And that just means for you as a coach, you want to always make sure you're active. And so there's 2 different meanings for active. So let's say Jody is an active coach because she has Shakeology going through every single month, but she's just a discount coach. So she's probably not actively working her business. However, the Jody that's on our call is an active coach. So she's getting Shakeology through herself and she's active. And she's also actively working her business, if that makes sense. So if your coach ever messages you and just says, hey girl, you're inactive, are you wanting to continue your product, you know, those kinds of things, it's because your coach cares about you and cares about your account. Because for you as a coach, if you ever go inactive, you lose all of your personal volume, which later on turns into cash. So if I ever message you and I say, hey girl, you're inactive, it's not because I'm trying to like micromanage you and like hound you. It's because I care about you. And I don't want you to like set money on fire, if that makes sense. So for yourself, you want to make sure you have 50 PV. Shakeology is 90 PV. Performance Line, Energize and Recover is 90 PV. I believe the Recharge is 50 PV. I know Recover is 50 PV. 3-Day Refresh if you get Shakeology packets, I think is like 52. And then there's like also my mom's account. In order to keep her active, I just order a bunch of clothes under her, like through Beachbody. So it's pretty cool. So some of the newer clothing has PV on it. So that's pretty cool too. And then obviously your challenge packs has enough PV to keep them active. So, and again, if you have questions, just stop me. Otherwise, I'll just keep rambling. Okay, so Emerald. First of all, we talked about what it is. You have one person here, one person here. Get to Emerald. Why or how do we get to Emerald? How is that possible? Like I talked to you, before, a spouse, a parent, a child, if it's in, your budget, if it's in your vision as a coach. Challenge packs are usually the way that you sign people up as discount coaches. And so the reason for that is whenever you're talking to someone, if they're messaging you and they're struggling with fitness, nutrition, accountability, support, motivation, like these challenge packs, you guys, change lives. Like they have fitness, they have nutrition, and they have support. And so not only are you helping your customer, your client, like that's the main reason we're doing this, but then you're also getting what's called as Success Club points. And so I just posted in our team page a giant list of a bunch of coaches, and then behind their name, it has a bunch of numbers. And so what that means is every person you sign up with a challenge pack or like a fitness bundle is what I always call them because it sounds cooler. Every time you sign up one person, that's 2 Success Club points. And so as a coach, every single month, you really want to push hard for Success Club 6. So that means 3 people, because 3 people times 2 would be your 6 Success Club points. And so the reason for that is if you help 3 people, you're Emerald already. So you have like 2 on one leg and 1 on the other. Okay. And so every single month, that should be like your, I always say like a minimum goal, but I don't think goals should be called minimum. So that's just like a goal you should have every month to really push yourself and help 3 people. And so, say to yourself, do I have a spouse, parent, or child? Do I have a couple friends who would want to join me? Do I have a couple of colleagues or people from high school, or maybe my neighbor down the street wants to? Like I see her getting a newspaper every morning. Maybe I'll just stop over and talk to her. And so signing them up as discount coaches versus customers. And so I had a couple girls sign up people as customers. You still get Success Club points. You still get commission. You still get volume. It's not a bad thing to sign people up as customers. The only thing is like they don't show up on your legs until they change to discount coaches. So like Faye, for an example, she had, I think it was like 5 people already join her, which is freaking awesome. It's so amazing. And they're customers. So now she's working hard to find her discount coaches so she can be Emerald, if that makes sense. So you could hit SE 100 and never be Emerald because you sign everyone up as customers, or they want to sign up as customers. So hopefully that makes sense. The only difference, you guys, between discount coach and customer is the first initial sign up is the exact same. It's always going to be 160 or whatever bundle they get. It's the exact same. The only difference you're going to see is next month. If like, for an example, Jessica's like, oh my God, I love Shakeology. I really want to continue this. Absolutely. Let's get you switched over to a discount coach. And so then that way they'll save 25% off their product. So with Shakeology, I think it's like $30.54. And then the other cool thing I found out was shipping. If you have it on Home Direct as a coach, your shipping goes from like $16 to like $4. Like for me, $12, like that's packets of Energize. That's awesome. And so they do have a $15 coach membership fee every month, but you guys, like saving $30 on Shakeology, like $14-ish on $12. Come on, math teacher, $12 on your shipping, overall you save pretty close to $30 because I think that the coach discount and the shipping itself kind of cancel each other out. And so if they want to save money, even if it's like $15-20, like for me, I'm like, sign me up. I like saving money. I don't like paying full price for stuff. And then, like I said before, discount coaches, they show up on your legs. Customers don't. And so obviously to get to Emerald, you have to find 2 people, but your goal should be to help 3. So you're hitting Success Club, if that makes sense. And so each week, once you get going, each week should be your goal to hit Emerald again and again and again. And you wouldn't actually get recognized as an Emerald coach every single week, but you're building your legs. So instead of 1-1, maybe now you're 2-2. Then maybe you're 3-3. Then you're 4-4, and now you're working on Diamond already. So that's kind of how like that stepping stone works, if that makes sense. So again, just stop me if you guys have any questions or anything. Okay. So how to find people. First of all, you guys are all on this call, which means you're posting on social media, right? And so if you're posting on social media, you guys pick one platform that you are like, I'm going to post every single day on this platform. I know Haley posts on Instagram because every morning when I go to post my photo on Instagram, she's always the first person. Tina is always the other person on my Instagram. Right when I open it, it's always one of those two. Usually Tina's before I work out and Haley's after I work out. Why it does that, I have no idea. It's literally every single morning, and so I know that that's their platform is Instagram. Whether it's Facebook, I don't know. I literally know that they post on Instagram. What I do, you guys, is I go to Instagram every single morning or day when I'm posting. I start on Instagram. I use like a cool filter or whatever, or don't use a filter, or I use like a side-by-side. Like my photo I just did today was on Instagram. It's called a copy, but I create like my copy or like your post. You create your post. And then what I do is I push select and I push copy, and then I post it on Instagram. And I let people, see it, love on it, comment on it. And then I go to Facebook and I click on my post and I click paste a photo, and I click post. Takes me like 3 seconds. And I just reached 4,000 plus people on Instagram, and I just reached 4,000 plus people on Facebook. So 8,000 people, not everybody's going to see it, but still I'm getting my posts out there in matter of seconds because I post the exact same thing on Facebook as I do on Instagram. I might change the photo sometimes just in case, like my Instagram might be more out there and my Facebook might be a little bit more conservative. And then I go to my like page, which if you don't have one yet, it's not the end of the world. It's not going to like change your life overnight. If it's something you want to open, we can talk about that. But then I go to my like page, you guys, and I literally like paste the exact same thing. And then I really do try to use a different photo, but sometimes I'm like, whatever. And I just schedule it for like 30 minutes after my Facebook post. And so I just went on 3 social media platforms. I just reached like 15,000 people in the matter of like 2 minutes. So that's how I'm getting my post out there. That's how I'm getting all of that out to people. If you're super creative and you can create like 3 really good posts and then you have like 6 pictures to choose from, you can like change it up. People are never going to know that you are posting the same thing on all 3. But I figure like, let's say Haley's creeping me on Instagram and she's creeping me on Facebook and she's creeping me on my like page, and she just found out I posted on all 3. She should be on our team, joining us, coaching, like that's kind of like your not red flag, it's a good flag, but that's kind of like your thing that's like, hey, she just saw all of my posts, like she's following me. And then the cool thing about posting on social media, guys, is when I first started coaching, in order to get onto Facebook algorithms, you had to post like 5 times a day. It was insane. I don't even know. Like, it was just insane. I didn't have anything else left to like post about. I was posting random stuff about my dog and like, holy mackerel, I have no idea. The cool thing is now 2 to 3 times a day, like 3 is almost a max. And the thing about posting, it's no longer about constantly posting. It's about getting interaction from people, getting them to like your posts, getting them to comment on your posts. So sometimes on Facebook, you see like stupid things on my post that's like, going to Mexico in a month, like, where do you shop for your beach gear or whatever I don't remember. And then people just drop like a bunch of stuff below. Facebook loves that. And so they put my stuff up there. So then I'm hoping that like Jody sees that. She goes to my Facebook page and she's like, who is this girl? And starts scrolling and is like, holy crap, I really want to join her. If you, let's say that Katie has like an outfit on and she's not sure what color shoes to wear, take a picture with both of them. Hey, like drop a comment below, black or white. People love to give their opinion. Like if you need some engagement on your Facebook page, post some random stuff like that. post like a question or something. I did one last weekend about like, what's the weirdest thing your spouse does or significant other. It was so funny, like all of those people posting. And then I can go back and interact with those people because they're all in my niche, because they're all married or have like a spouse or like a significant other. Okay, so 2 to 3 times a day. And then try to figure out when your market is on Facebook. So when are you scrolling on Facebook? So whenever you pick your phone up, and I know I pick my phone up way too much, but whenever you pick your phone up to actually like sit and scroll, write that time down. And that's when you should be posting on social media. I used to post at like, I don't even know, it was like 8 in the morning, at noon, and then at like 3:30. And I was like, why am I not getting any traction? Well, because all of my people are working. So no one's sitting on social media. And so that's why I post really early in the morning. That's why I post after school. And that's why I post at night. So 3 times. Like tonight, I'll probably only post twice. And so just keep that in mind too. So if you're a mom, and maybe you're up at like 10:30 at night feeding your kid or something like that, that's when you can throw up a post on social media, those kinds of things. In coach training, we talked about your 5 pillars. I went back and I know a lot of you saw that post and you had those 5 things. So if you are an Instagram person, if you have your phone, if you go to your Instagram right now, like go to your profile, and I just want you to scroll so you can see all of your squares. So you can just see, what is that, like 12 of them? 3, 4, 5, I guess it's a little bit more than that. It's like 12 and then halves of them. If you look at that, I want you to be able to go through my photos right now and say like, well, she does something with fitness. She has a dog. She keeps working in front of a computer. She's got transformations going on. But the only thing that's missing is my husband. And it sounds really bad, but he's missing. He's part of my 5 pillars, like our relationship, us being together. He's one of my 5 pillars. So I'm kind of missing the boat on that one. However, if I scroll down, he's in a couple of my other photos. And so that's like my 5 pillars. So I'm a lot about like fitness, like family. I'm a fur mama. And then I talk about like my anxiety, depression, thyroid, being a warrior. And then I always want to be like that person that people can scroll and just smile from checking out my photos. So like those are my 5 things I try to post about. So if you're like, I don't know what to post about today, think about who you are. Think about how you can share, how you can connect with people. And then so I posted a monthly calendar in our team page for March. And so I did a live video. I think it was on Sunday. I did a live video just to let you know like what's going on this week. And so if you watch the video, I told you on Sunday night was going to be my last post about coaching. I changed it to talking about the challenge group. So I start talking about this entire week. I'm talking about my challenge group. I'll probably throw some coaching posts in there, but my main focus, you guys, is going to be challenge groups. And then next week, my focus changes to coaching. And so my post this week, I'm going to pull stuff from things that my challengers say. I'm going to pull stuff from people's objections. I'm going to pull stuff from, all of those kinds of things. And then, how to find people, or how can people find you, having good, clear photos. Make sure you have intentional wording. So if you're looking, I hate saying like I'm looking for 10 people, but I say it anyways. I hate saying it, but I do anyways. Kind of like a double negative. If you can find like a cool way of like, hey girl, I'm starting this new journey. Absolutely love it. I'd love you to join, catch you in my inbox. Like make it sound, I don't know, not so like I'm looking for 10 people. Like, don't make fun of me. I know I still post that, but, so good photos, intentional wording, and then like have some sort of call to action. So whether it's drop a comment below, or get in my inbox, or I'm 1 click away, or, send me if you connect with this, or, just find different ways, for that. And then, I always have react, connect, and invite. So get people to react to your posts. Get them to connect with you. So like hopefully if I go to, let's just say I'm going to Faye's page and I see a post of her working out, I see it, so I'm reacting to it. Hopefully I like it or comment. And then hopefully when I'm reading her post, I'm connecting with her somehow. And then if like she invites me and stuff, like it's okay, because I'm like already waiting for her to invite me, if that makes sense. And then us as coaches, obviously we're helping inviting people. I always have coaches say like, no one's messaged me yet, or I haven't really heard from anybody yet. And I'm like, well, did you message them? And they're like, well, no, I'm just kind of like hanging out waiting for them to message you. Like, holy buckets. Like half of you would not be on this call if people did not reach out, you know? So reach out to people. They're literally waiting for you. I was one of like I don't even know, 1 out of a million. Like I reached out to my coach, like shaking, sending that message and like pushing submit. Like I reached out to her, but I'm not kidding you. Like almost everybody on our team, like is because I've reached out to them. A couple of our coaches have reached out to me, but the majority of it, you guys, is either like a post that they saw, my Facebook page, a friend or something, but just always know that it's okay to like reach out and talk to them. Okay. We have just a couple left, I swear. Okay, so what do I say? So this is like where all of the coaches just stop. Like you guys have rockstar posts, you have rockstar content, people are liking and commenting, and then you're like, well, I don't know what to say, so I'm not going to message them or say anything. Hold on, my dog's eating a pen. Would you quit? It's like having kids. And now he's mad. Okay, so like, what do you say as a coach? So if people like and comment on your stuff, I'm like, it's fair game. I'm in their inbox. I'm messaging them. I'm talking to them. So if anybody on this call has ever liked or commented on my photo on Facebook, like I probably was in your inbox like within 5 days. Like, hey girl, thanks for your love on my post. Like, how's your day going? Just talking to you, those kinds of things. Go talk to friends, family, colleagues, high school friends, neighbors, coworkers. We kind of talked about that before. But then people are always like, well, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say to people. Like, have a conversation with them. Like, what would you say to your best friend if you were having like wine at the kitchen counter, just chatting with each other? Like, that's how I talk to people. So like sometimes I put, oh my God in there. Sometimes I put, heck yeah, girl. Like sometimes I put, I don't know, just weird stuff that I say. Like I'm actually having a conversation with them. It's okay to be like, you know, hey, Haley, like, how's your day going? I just wanted to reach out to you. I haven't talked to you in 2 weeks. I hope everything's going okay. I can't wait to hear from you. She reads it. She messages me back. We start talking. She's like, hey, like, how are you? I'll be like, oh, I'm so sore. I just finished my workout from yesterday and I can really feel it in my butt. Like this workout has been absolutely incredible. And then I'll be like, oh, and last weekend I went shopping. And most of the time people are like, yeah, I see your post on social media. What are you doing? Or I'm more interested. So you can always like drop that in there for them too. And then let's see. Share what's working. I know, Carve. Share what's working, what you're doing, and how you feel. So it's just like if, let's say, for an example, Jody got like a cute shirt from Marshall's and she wore it and posted it on Facebook. How many times are people going to be like, oh my God, where'd you get your shirt? I want that. Everybody says that. It's the same thing, you guys, as your fitness journey. It's the same thing. Like people will post or send me a message and be like, how did you get to where you are today? Where do you find your motivation? Where do you get inspiration? Like, this is awesome. Like, use your fitness journey like that new t-shirt you just got from Marshall's. If that makes sense. Because it's so easy for us to be like, oh yeah, I got it from Marshall's. It's super cute. It was like $12. Do that same thing, but with our fitness journey. Be like, hey girl, yeah, I do at-home workouts. I add in my superfood. I, drink Energize and I check into my support group every single day and I've lost 10 pounds and 20 inches, just giving a thing out there. But then people are like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Like you've tried it. It's worked for you. Those kinds of things. Have a conversation with them and make sure you're having fun when you're talking to people. Because if you're like, oh, I have to message people tonight. Like people are going to feel that from your message versus like you're jamming out to Pop 2K and you and Usher are letting it burn and like you're just, jamming out and talking to people. Like that's fun for me. That's literally what I do at night. Like I teach all day. I do my calculus and I come in here and I do jam out to Usher. That's embarrassing. But like I plug my music in and I just get into this mode and then I just message people. And I love doing that. And that's why I show up for 2 years or 2.5 years. Okay. So I wanted to see, this is super quick. So Success Starter doesn't necessarily have to do with Emerald, but I wanted to share this with you guys because some of you are well on your way. A Success Starter just means like your first 3 months of your business. So I know Faye's on the call. So she hit Success Club this month. If she hits Success Club next month and the month after that, she gets a free ticket to Summit. And Summit is in Indianapolis this year. But she'll get like a free ticket to go to Summit. And it's like a $200 ticket. It's free. She gets a free call with Carl Deichler, which is super cool. Obviously, you increase volume, you increase rank, you're getting paid, you move up on the leadership ladder. If you go to Summit, you get cool recognition, you get awesome like ribbons, and like if you can look and see over there, there's like medals and stuff. You get those and cool gifts and stuff. And obviously it helps our team because you're building yourself. But Success Starter just means you're hitting Success Club the first 3 months of your business. And so if I've been on you to hit Emerald and help 3 people, it's because I care about you and I want you to enjoy these things, because you get to sign up ahead of everyone else if you're a Success Starter. You get a free ticket to Summit. You get a free seat. You get front row seating when you go to certain places. Like you kind of get like VIP treatment for a Success Starter. I never got to be a Success Starter because I started coaching my like 2nd month into the business, and so I missed out on Success Starter. However, obviously I hit Success Club. I still got the call with Carl. I still got recognition and things like that. I just missed that free ticket to Summit. So if it's your first month coaching and you're like, yeah, like let's do this, keep pushing yourself, hitting Success Club the first 3 months, because then you do also become a Success Starter. So kind of like off on a tangent, but I wanted to let you guys know of that. Okay, so last 2 things. So hitting Emerald, and then what? So what happens when you hit Emerald? So two of our girls from our new coach group moved into this group, and they'll be at Emerald on Thursday, which is incredible. It's awesome. And so then what happens? Then you just repeat it over and over and over again. And so like this month, you help 3 people. Next month, you help 3 more people, or next week. If you keep doing it every single week, you can get to diamond pretty much by the end of the month, which is like 30 days, which is insane. It's crazy. But if you just keep repeating yourself, if you keep looking for those friends and family and colleagues and discount coaches, you start to build yourself and you start to move to diamond rank, which is 4 people on both legs. And then you have emerald coaches. So, and just knowing that you're pushing for emerald, but then you're going to keep pushing. Like your momentum is just going to keep going, and then you just keep building, and then you get to diamond and 1 star and 2 star, and you just keep going. And so you're building your tribe, those kinds of things. So if you are really pushing for emerald, and then like this Thursday you hit emerald and you're like, okay, now what do I do? You just keep going. You just keep signing people up. You keep trying to reach out to people. The one thing I did in my business that I can't believe I actually did was I helped 5 people every month, and then I stopped. Like I literally just stopped. I was like, oh, I can't help anybody else this month because I'm not going to find anybody next month. I was so like down on myself. I didn't believe in myself at all. And then it's crazy because like now, I push to help 10 people every week. Like that's my goal. Okay, I need to help 10 people this week. And so it's all in your head, you guys. It's a numbers game. You can totally hit emerald tonight if you want to. If you have a couple friends who want to join you, a spouse, a child, a parent, whoever, like you can hit emerald. It's definitely a decision, and it's a choice that you make because you are behind your computer, you're behind your posts, those kinds of things. And then this is my little tidbit to like help with emerald. So complete the following positive affirmations. So we talked about affirmations last night on our new coach call. Basically what they are is just telling yourself good positive things, because I don't know if you noticed, but as a coach, as a parent, as a wife, a teacher, a nurse, whatever it is, you constantly are giving to people. No matter if you work a really hectic job or you don't, you're always giving to people. And so you're emptying out your cup, and you need to make sure you're filling that up every single morning. So like a positive affirmation would be, I advanced to emerald on whatever day Thursday is. Is it like the 22nd, I think? Tuesday, 21st, 22nd. Yeah. So it'd be like, I advanced to emerald on March 22nd. Advancing to emerald rank would make me feel blank, like, excited or empowered or, whatever word you want to come up with. And then because why? And so you constantly read this to yourself and keep saying this to yourself like 5 times a day. And then finally your brain is going to actually pick it up and believe it and help you get to that point. And so every single day I woke up and I just kept saying, I'm this kind of coach because it makes me feel this way, ... So just take this and like fill it in for yourself. Like I advanced to emerald on, like pick a date. because if you pick a date, you have more focus, you have more urgency, and you're more likely to hit Emerald. And so on, like Diamond and so on, and Success Club and things like that. And so that's just a little positive affirmation if you want some help just to kind of envision it and stuff. So, and just a reminder too, like if you hit Success Club this month and stuff and you're pushing for Emerald, and you hit Success Club next month, like you have your basically like your free ticket to go to Colorado with us for our team retreat. So if that's something that's still on your radar, that's another kind of pushing point. I know it's the 20th today, so that gives us like give or take 10 or 11 days for this month. Totally doable to find, 3 best friends or whatever to join you on the journey. So hopefully this helps a little bit with Emerald. I'm not going to go through these, but I am going to just show these to you, and I will put them in our team page so you guys have them. But I went and one of the girls, our coaches, she just gave like examples of what to do, like how to share like the coaching opportunity on Instagram, on Facebook. So I will share this with you guys and you can look through it. But I'm always telling you to post and share. And instead of you being like, well, what do I share? I wanted you guys to see all of these. So this is all the same coach. So she just took a couple of pictures and showed us like how she shares herself and how this helps her get to Emerald and stuff. So I will share these in our team page, but I just wanted you guys to know that those are on there. So, okay. I'm going to close this part. All right. So you guys have any questions, anything that you're not sure about, anything I didn't cover? I think, I'm trying to think. Jody, if it's okay, so for an example, she signed up somebody with a challenge pack on one of her legs, and then she signed her mom up, and then you did the $40 for coaching, and then she just ordered product underneath her mom to like get her mom active, if that makes sense. So that's one way. So she'll be Emerald on Thursday, which is super awesome. Yay. So that's one way you can get people there. Let's just say Haley has a best friend that wants to join and her husband joins or something, like they can get challenge packs or, sign up and join that way. So that's how quick Emerald is. And that's how easy getting to Emerald is. I don't know. I always just think of like a list of, and it sounds crazy, but a list of like 100 people that you're like, who could benefit from this gift that I have? Who can I share this gift with? Who can I serve? And like make that list of 100 people and just start reaching out to them. You don't have to, vomit all over them, about Beachbody and stuff, but just connecting with them and talking to them, and just catching up with them. Maybe there's people you haven't talked to for a while. You can, just say like, hey girl, I haven't talked to you in, I don't know, since high school. How the heck are you? You look amazing or something. Just talking to people and getting conversations with them. And then when they ask you what's going on, that's kind of your chance to like pop in there and talk a little bit more about the opportunity and stuff, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Anybody have any questions or anything? Did I go too fast? It's okay if you guys have questions.